Hey guys, welcome to it, Week 7 Daily Advanced Madden. Some teams starting to make a charge while other teams making sure they're not starting to fall off as things take shape in the standings. Now, before we take a look at the Week 7 highlights, we're going to take a quick look back at Week 6 and who you voted for as your highlight of the night.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30.
It's it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
They find some open field here. 20. Touchdown.
Grand Marquis and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a phenomenal play. Really nobody playing better ball right now than the Green Bay Packers. A couple of teams that can punch you in the mouth. It's playing with you and Tutu Atwell versus Tyreek Hill. My jumper is green and the Chicago Bears. Great day here in Chicago and Russell Wilson's gonna start the track meet with a bomb over the top to, yeah, you guessed it, Tyreek Hill having one of those days. Now, Jalen Hurts looking to answer, going over the top to Tutu Atwell, and a quick reply, and it's going to be 7-6 after the kick. Fast forward 13-6 at this point, corner route, and he's a little bit naked. Great touchdown by the Eagles. It's 14-13 at this point. Hurts has a man in motion, goes play action, has a bit of time, finds his guy over the top, and he stays in bounds to get the 7 points for playing with you. Now Russell Wilson stepping up in the pocket. Guess who again? Tyreek Hill over the top. You gotta change that to number 10 so people can identify him. He's hiding out there with his number 89 and his camouflage jersey. Now here, Jalen Hurts rolls to his right, goes to make a play. That's going to be a big tackle, and that tackle's huge as the ball comes out. It was 21-19 Eagles at the time, and it's going to give the Bears a huge lead in the third quarter. Now fast forward, 30-21 for the Bears. They need a play, blitz coming, going over the top. Finds Tutu Atwell, but just a little too late. Tyreek Hill over Tutu Atwell in this one. Well, make it a win for Chicago Bears, and my jumper is green. Falcons and DZ into the aforementioned red-hot Green Bay Packers and Grand Marquis. First quarter, buck 17 left. Falcons already on the board. A long drive for the Packers here, and it's going to be Aaron Rodgers calling his no number on the QB blast, and he gets in, and this time he's going to hand it off to CEH. Clyde Edwards-Helaire off to the races, wide open up the right-hand side, untouched, and here we have the Falcons scouting the field. Look at the pressure on a 2nd and 17, picking up another sack. The acquisition of Von Miller really paying off. And here we have it, Edmonds on the outside doing what the Packers do. Just a no-fly zone here. Gardner Minshew in the pocket looking over the top. And one more time, it's going to be the Packers, and that'll seal it. Man just cannot be stopped right now. Green Bay on fire, make the final 27-14. Javon and his world-class receiving core heading to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. Now, truth is, we don't have highlights, but what we can tell you is it was the Jags over the Broncos in an absolutely huge second quarter, and the Jags taking the win in this one. The Browns are in that ever-so-tough AFC North. They picked up a huge win against Sith a couple weeks ago. Now they take on the monster from the AFC East, Starboy, who came out 1-2 to start the season, which is very unlike Starboy. But he's starting to climb right back up where he belongs. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going today in New York. Here we have a 0-0 ball game. Very early on, it's the Browns going play action, looking for the corner route. But sitting there was his blue at about 20 to 25 yards. Great adjustment by Star Boy, picking up the interception. Saquon making no mistakes, obviously, as he's going to crib it from inside the 5-yard line. Now, I thought he was going to go over the top. Actually had two decisions he could have gone with there, and Saquon, no mistake. And one more on the ground will seal it. 28-14 the final for Starboy. The yards about even. The turnovers 3-1 in favor of the Jets. The difference in this one. King Cube and his Raiders trying to chase down the Chargers. Meanwhile, the Colts have three really hot teams in the AFC South that they're chasing, both needing wins today in Indianapolis. Matt Stafford for the Vegas Raiders, at this point down 21-3, is going to look over the top, finds his guy. It's going to be Waller off to the races. Great 7 points, and that'll draw them to within 2 scores. And here we have Trey Lance rolling out, decides to take it himself, gets hit, and ball's loose, but that's as close as they would come. Indy playing some great ball, picking up the win, make the final 21-13. The Saints picking up a huge win a couple weeks ago in Baltimore, were cooled off last week. Here's another test, taking on the reigning Super Bowl champion, Timmy and his Panthers in Carolina. Nothing like making a huge play early on in a ball game to set the tone, get all fired up. Nice little dot up the middle, get off me, he says. Good yards for the Saints. Now that turned into a field goal. Panthers up 10-3 at this point. Gonna be Dante Jackson with a little bit of time, rolls to his right, looks over, and hit as he throws. That's an unfortunate bounce, and this is a gorgeous job by Jeremy Chin, finding the outside up the field, and that'll be a Panthers touchdown, getting up to 17-3 at that point. Exchanging touchdowns later, 24-10 has the corner route, but goes up the middle and sneaking in. DJ Moore with the touchdown. Now Christian McCaffrey, just an absolute beast on this run. Get off me, he says as he pulls away from everybody. And he's gonna crib it. Now 45-10 at this point. Buck 18 left, and I love the way we just keep fighting it. Dante Jackson with an absolute dot over the middle. And it's gonna be Johnson to the end zone. CMC and company just electrifying in this one. Make the final 45-17. Keys to the city, red hot out of the gate, has been cooling off as of late. J-Lu, a tough beginning to the season, very tough schedule, but a great player. Picked up highlight of the night not too long ago as well. Let's see what happened in Miami. Joe Burrow looking to get comfortable in Miami, and here drops back to pass, little bit of time, gorgeous corner route. Great pass lead. It was 6-0 at that point when they hand it off, and it's going to be Robinson up the left-hand side with a great touchdown. Now here has a man in motion. Joe Burrow gonna pull the trigger, has a post, has a corner, goes play action, has just enough time. Hits his man over the top for the touchdown. Now here, De'Aaron King looking for the touchdown, was inches away. And the Dolphins are going to force the fumble. Huge play, basically taking 7 off the board. Burrow adding another 7 to the board there on a great corner route dot. Now here, handoff, play action, finds his man in the flat. He fights off a would-be tackler, and it's 27-14 here. And De'Aaron King dropping back, looking to pass, finds the corner out, stays in bounds, down to the 1-yard line. Little bit of work left to do to see if they can punch it in, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Patriots. Now, 35-21, absolutely needing a score here. Hit as he throws, and it's going to be the Dolphins coming down with the ball. Now 38-21 after a Dolphins field goal. Robinson, get off me, he says. Stiff arms for days. And he's into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Patriots never quit fighting. Roll out by De'Aaron King. Great job hitting the little crosser. Get off me, but ultimately tackled, and that's as close as they would come. Big win for J-Lu and his Dolphins. Maybe a little bit of a coming out party for Joe Burrow. Interesting to see what'll happen going forward in Miami. With the Rams playing pretty even ball throughout, no long streaks, Miller, after a great beginning to the season, is looking to stop the slide in San Francisco. Snap, crackle with the ball, third quarter goes play action. Has Emmanuel Hall over the middle on a deep post route, absolutely torching the defense. Incredible job by Snap Crackle all day. Now here on defense, gonna be Zach Wilson looking down the field. Great job by the secondary, getting in front of that ball, and not only are they gonna catch it, they're gonna crib it to get it close to the mercy score. Some days be like that. We've all been there. No need to worry about it whatsoever. Tomorrow's a new day. Now here looking for Kittle on the corner. Very deep route, and it's going to be a tip drill, and a lot of these bounces going the Rams' way, and not at all impressed with the tackling by the Niners on this return. Be better. Matt Cole and his Baltimore Ravens adjusting to life without Lamar Jackson. Of course, Isaiah Simmons doing everything he can to make himself as valuable as possible. With that, they head on a plane, they land in Buffalo, and they take on J.J. Bands and his Buffalo Bills. 7-0 Ravens. It's second quarter. It's going to be Josh Allen back to pass, looking for the inside post. It's going to be a tip drill and a great play by the Ravens secondary to focus on it and bring it in. And Kyle Trask going to go play action, standing in the pocket, and I mean statue-esque. Finds a man who gets into the end zone. 28-7. Josh Allen moving around in the pocket, looking to go over top. And my goodness, what a great play by the Ravens free safety. Going up to get it, and that'll do it. Great performance by Matt Cole in this one. Make the final 28-7 Ravens. Tommy, week in, week out, providing us with amazing highlights and very competitive against some elite players. Today, the schedule does not change. He has to face Zona and the Chargers in Los Angeles. 14-7 for the Chargers. Third quarter, it's going to be Lamar Jackson looking over the middle of the field, and like we all learned, just don't test Zona's user. I believe Natrell Jamerson making an appearance. My twin from another state in another part of the world. We're basically the same guy. So what happens is pass to the left-hand side on double drags. I always wondered if it would work from that close. 35-14 the final for Zona, who keeps on rolling in the AFC West. Titans, coming out in a blazing start here in 2022, have cooled a little as of late, and today they take on Mike Drops and his Washington football team. Mike Drops with the football, handoff by Tua, and what a job on the sticks as a football team getting into the end zone for 7. Now, has the ball back, still first quarter, takes it himself and fights. Shades of Tebow, although I'm sure Tua does not want any Tebow comparisons. Now here, going for the corner route, and 3 men in the area. Great job stepping up by the football team, and he's going to take it the whole way. 105 yards. Can he outrun him? Yes, sir. Big win for Mike Drops and the Washington football team as they look to keep pace in the NFC East with, oh yeah, next, New York Giants. Before we start the game, we got JJ on the line for a pregame interview. Couple of questions for you, JJ, if you don't mind. First off, who do you play today, and how do you feel about playing them?
Ryan, oh Ryan, I hate playing you in Madden.
Rumor is, when you're on the field together, it's nothing but a harsh battle, intense rivalry. How are things away from Madden between you and Ryan?
But we're friends otherwise.
Well, next that leads me to believe. Well, so 99% of the time you guys are friends. How long do you expect to be enemies for?
Just today for this next hour. I don't like you.
Thank you, JJ. Usually people are a little bit more guarded with their answers, and you're giving some very candid responses. How long have you been practicing?
I've been practicing that for you all day.
Well, thank you for that, JJ. Much appreciated, and good luck to you and your Buccaneers as you head to Seattle to take on Ryan and his Seahawks. Opening quarter, Coleman looking for the screen pass. And it's going to be little Scotty Miller just taking it off the helmet of the Seattle defender and down the field for 90 yards. And here it's going to be Baker Mayfield, tight little dot over the middle. It's going to be a Seahawks touchdown. 24-17 Tampa Bay, minute 3 left to go. What a ball game we're in store for here when Baker finds the trusty DK Metcalf on the corner route. He's going to chew a little bit of clock, but get in there respectfully. Now Coleman needs to make a play. He goes over to the left side of the field, but it's the Seahawks. Coleman making a play. That's not what the Tampa Bay Bucks needed. Getting the ball back in position. JJ did call a timeout, but it did not ice the kicker. I don't know if it was the sequence, how things worked out, but here we have it. It's going to be a try for the game, and he splits it. Perfect kick right up through the upright. Down to the wire, could have gone anyway. Saw in the comments, people were like, no ice? He called a timeout. I don't know what happened. Does the Seattle Seahawks have a phenomenal kicker who's able to block that stuff out like a boss? Shades of Justin Tucker, perhaps? He called a timeout, but man made the kick. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks and Ryan. 27-24 is your final here in Week 7. With the Steelers at the bottom of the AFC North, but looking good. It's Sith and his Bengals hosting Pittsburgh. Nearing the end of the first quarter, it's going to be Derek Carr handing off to Gainwell. Good blocking up the middle. They're going to get in for 7. Now fast forward 14-0 for the Bengals at this point when it's going to be Warner rolling out to throw. Kind of hit as he threw. And it's going to be Jesse Bates once again with a pick. Phenomenal job he's doing over the past couple of seasons. What a stop and go. Almost cribs it. Yards identical in this one. Make the final 42-34 as Sith and his Bengals able to hang on over the Steelers. Port City and his Dallas Cowboys into Detroit to take on Joey and his Lions. 14-0 Dallas. Lions with the ball. Great job on a little seam pattern. Hits him on the way to the post, and it was 14-7 at this point when Thomas Rogers hands off to DeAndre Swift, and he fights his way in from about the 3 or 4 yard line, taking on all the would-be tacklers, and their huge stop on 4th and goal late in the game, and the Cowboys needed it. That pretty much sealed it. Now with that, personally, I'd be taking a knee because a scoop and score for Dallas would be so detrimental. But that's not what's going to happen here. DeAndre Swift off to the races, able to pull away, and the Lions will get the victory. Great ball game in Detroit. Joey able to pull away late for the victory as he tries to keep pace in the NFC North. Big wins and losses around the league, the standings taking shape. Let's take a look at who were the top performers in our Players of the Week. Offensive Player of the Week. People said it couldn't be done in this Madden 21. The way the game plays, you just can't get along with a Tyree Jackson. But 14 of 15 for 427 pass yards, 6 passing touchdowns. Great day for Tyree Jackson. NFC Defensive Player of the Week, it's Jeremy Chin, 11 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. Over in the AFC, it's Offensive Player of the Week, Gainwell, the halfback from the Bengals, 50 rushing yards, 151 receiving yards, had 2 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground to earn the honor. The Jags are up and building, make it AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Patrick Surtain the second, 6 tackles, a sack, an interception, and a touchdown. It's that time. We're going to take a look at your 3 nominees for Highlight of the Night.
He's got the first down inside the 10.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. There he goes, left side. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's
3 great nominees to choose from. Please make sure that you leave your vote in the comments section below. Now, answering separately the question of the day. What we're asking you is, how many plays do you think you should be separated from calling the same play again? So how long should that play be cooled for? And over the course of the entire game, what's the maximum amount of times you should be able to call any play over the course of the entire game? Again, please leave your answers in the comments section below. Much appreciated you being along for the ride today. And for everyone at Daily Advanced Madden, I'm kmac33, wishing you a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with Week 8.